Hey guys, so this is Humphrey here, and we are going to learn. In this video, we're going to learn how to code websites using HTML, and we're doing something from the basics all the way to advanced video to help you get up to speed with um, understanding what it is, like what HTML is and what it means to be coding in HTML, marking up HTML. We're going to use something for this purpose. We're going to use an application that we don't need to download. Just need to go here to the website to webmaker.app, and you open in the browser and you get the same thing. You can use a Chrome extension, but I'm going to use a Chrome extension. You can use this one in a browser, like no download version. You just open it and you start using it. So you can follow along this tutorial using a mobile phone and you don't have a laptop to begin with. So anyone at all watching this video can join and go ahead um, and join us. Go ahead and follow along using your mobile phone, going to this website, and you're going to get the screen like again. I'm going to repeat. Maybe I go to the screen to get the mobile version, and yeah, that's getting me somewhere. Yeah, but we turn the screen this way so that when we go into the mobile version, let's say you use a mini iPad, you didn't get something about this, or maybe the iPad Pro, you didn't get screen view just like this, and you just toggle to the left and use this one for HTML. For the sake of clarity, let's see if we can get it to zoom closer. All right, so we can zoom closer. So on your mobile phone, you're going to get this sort of view. So for the sake of that, let's work within this view. So in order for us to have, in order for us to type or to code HTML, have a document on the website, we need to present it in a file that is called the index file, and that tells that the document should be the first one to be picked up by the web browser. If we want to have other documents, all of the documents, including the index file, should end in .html. And inside the .html file, which could be opened by any plain text editor, for the sake of clarity and convenience, it's wise, or it's better to use a text editor approved and specialized for editing index or HTML file. So there is one online. That is what I pointed you to a while ago. I mean, there is one online for free that you can open in the browser or download an extension, and that is what we are using for this purpose. You're going to get a view like this on your mobile phone. For the sake of those using mobile phone to follow along, that is why I'm using this as well. So what we need in a document is to have a doc type HTML. Oh, a doc type HTML. What I have highlighted here is what in HTML is termed as a tag, and every tag has some specialities. It has a keyword. Here we have the doc type. We have the doc type keyword, which specifies the document definition or version, and we have an attribute. So every tag has these kind of features. It has a keyword in an attribute. We have this inside this single tag. Now, typically tags come in pairs, but there are variations of tags that do not come in pairs, like pairs of opening and closing tags, which I'll get to in a bit. This one is a singular tag that it's just perfect, excellent on its own without any closing or pair. But the next one we're going to do is what you call the grandparent tag or the root tag. That is, you guessed it, HTML. It pushes the grandparent because in HTML we do something that is more like putting a bowl in a bowl in a bowl, or a container in a container in a container, aka called nesting. And this is how it's done. So this HTML, what I call as a grandparent tag, is a tag that contains children tags, or children tags, and children tags having sibling tags, and all that. So inside this container, big bowl called HTML, there should be, we're taking it like an organism, and for every organism, there should be a head, and there should be a body. But let's do the head first. And there is the body. So, okay, so I'm messing up. No, there shouldn't be, there should be a body here. And I'll clarify things in a bit. So, like I said, all tags come in pairs, with some few exceptions, like the dog type tag. Now, the two tags that we have put in there, like any organism, you need a head, you need a body. The head contains things that are abstract, that you cannot see, but they have effect on the body or control the body. So, for example, typically we will have to put, if you want to change things in the body, we want to put something or a style here. And you guessed it, a style will be changing things like color or like aesthetics of things that you can see. Now, until now, there is nothing in the body that you can see. Likewise, there is nothing in the head that you can see. But when we come to the body, um, anything we type in here is going to be visible. Like if I type H something, whereas when if I don't put things in their appropriate tags in the head, they will not show until they are proper. Like this A tag will not show until it's the proper tag. If you have a tag outside, or you have something written and showing an error, it's not a valid HTML. For a valid HTML, it has to be delimited, or what in plain English should be considered like a punctuation. It should be put well punctuated. By putting this style, putting it in tag, that's a form of telling HTML, or like the one that renders HTML in the browser, or the chief that renders the HTML in the browser, that you are about to do this and that should happen. Here we have this, which is invalid. It shouldn't appear that way. You should have it in the tag like this for it to be valid. But to do nothing, the essence of this is to make a heading bolder. So let's say it what, and now you can see the effect of this in action. Let's go to HTML tag style in the head. Now everything that there is that we've typed so far, nothing is going to show. But once we say to select, now this is an interesting part, because styles, with styles you need to have a selection of the keyword, which can be found here. Like you can see there is a tag here called H1. So when we select it, this is how we select it. We select it this way, and we define a rule, because we want to change things in our head. Like we're imagining that, well, because I'm seeing H1, I'm imagining that it should be, be having a color blue. Okay, it should be having a color blue. So you can see that it quickly updates it. You can change this to any color you want. You can make it red, or you can make it pink, and you can make it like this one, peach, no, orange, red. Okay, orange, red. Yeah, now it works. So you know there are a set of colors that you can include, and all of those are Paul lists. There are so many resources on the web that you can reference from. But for sake of brevity, this is all we're gonna do in this one. And so let me quick recap. We did go about tags, that if you need to include anything in HTML document, you need to include it as a tag, or delimited in a tag, or punctuated it with tags. So then tags are made up of keywords that come in pairs, like an opening tag here, and a closing tag at the bottom. And likewise, you have an opening tag at the head and a closing tag at the bottom. We're using a specialized text editor as opposed to a plain notepad that you can use on your on your desktop. This is this is from the web, from an app called the Web Maker app that you can look for, as I earlier showed you. And you can go ahead and do exactly what I did. Then that's it. The key concept is that you're controlling things within the head and you're making structures and layout within the body. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, you feel free to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for a more in-depth series about HTML and how to create beautiful from intermediate to advanced layouts and websites or web pages. Thank you for watching, and catch you in the next